Hello and welcome to Homestead Imagination. Today is August 18th and I'm going to be going over what I did to my raspberry bush to hope to grow more raspberries next year. So there's a simple trick that you can do is, so let me back up, just show this real quick. I've just used this as a way of getting these off the ground because they were just straight growing right to the ground. So I want to get them off the ground to help prevent from diseases, allow them to breathe a little bit easier, and get more sun. And one of the tricks that you can do is you can see right here, that's cut. So I cut that just a couple weeks ago. And what that does is this exact thing right here. It takes these offshoot branches and then it forces them to bring a new node out. Like this looks like this is going to start one right here. It looks like that's the start of one, and then that's going to be another one, and that's going to foster more branches, which means more berries. And it looks like that's another one right here that's going. So I didn't do it to every single one because I want to see the difference. This is a newer, for us, a newer raspberry bush. This year we did get like maybe 10 raspberries off of it because the canes from the year prior were really small. They had broke, so they were super small and they really just didn't produce much for fruit. So then this is another one that I cut, and again on this one, this is a little offshoot that's branching off. This is branching off, and you want to do it during the growing season. So while it's growing, you just cut it to whatever length. Like I think I went about, like, there are maybe 4.5 feet total of length when I decided to cut them. But again, then I left some others. Like this one I didn't touch because on its own it was already branching. I mean, look at this, like it's so wild. Like this had damage on its own, so I think that's why this one started sprouting on its own. The tip had gotten caught, I think, in something, and it broke off, maybe from the wind. And look at this, like look at all these branches from that. So like maybe I cut these just a couple weeks ago, so it was like maybe the end of July, beginning of August. So you might want to cut them a little bit sooner so you can get more growth like this. I mean, there's still plenty of time for growth, so we'll see what we get. But like, I mean, this is just so long. And then same with this other one back here. We have another one that I think that was the original right here. And then because that broke as well, like another reason why I wanted to get them off the ground, because they were like getting stuck in the ground, and then like I think my dogs were running into them and like breaking off their tips. This has now gone crazy and started to offshoot. And like the offshoot branches are fairly long. Like these are almost like, even though this is off the ground, it's going up, this is already coming down. So this one, like these will probably, by the time the season's over, this will probably touch the ground. I'll probably have to look and try and get higher poles. I just used what I had. These are from well, these ones are definitely from a pallet that I had cut up. I'm not sure about these two longer ones, where I got those, but they were just wood that I had sitting in my barn, and then smash that end up a little bit as I was staking it into the ground. So I definitely want them higher. I like what I've seen online is like a higher trellis that goes across, and then they're basically tied straight up instead of like off to the side. So I'll definitely like keep my eye out for materials that I have, and try and get material so that way I can get these a little bit taller, so that way I can stake them and have them going straight up. But that's the thing that you can do to make your raspberries produce way more. So our last ones, again, this year weren't very long to begin with, but they only had the one cane, like this one. They just had the one shoot, so they only had a little bit of fruit on each side, and that was it, which is still good. You're still going to get raspberries, but to multiply and get way more, you want to do this cut method and let it grow the extra branches, and then you're going to get so much more raspberries next year or the following year. So that's what I did this year. It looks amazing. 2 happened naturally just from damage, most likely from my dogs. But then I did it myself, and then I left a couple. Yeah, there's 2 I didn't do it at all because I want to see the difference. I want to be able to compare what these ones produce for raspberries with the ones that had the cuttings. I'm pretty sure I already know the answer. It's already kind of written there of this. It's going to help. It's going to produce more raspberries by doing this. I've seen it online. This is where I got it from, was online, watching someone else's video and showing that, which was awesome. I saw that. I was like, oh, I did not know that. And I was like, I gotta try it. So I'm trying it this year, and I'm showing that's what just a new growth looks like. So you can already see the results of what happens when you do it. And then next year I'll be able to like really see the results and be able to compare between the different canes and get more raspberries. So all right, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it helped you. Until next time, keep the imagination rolling. Thank you. Bye-bye.